Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name's David and this is a deck review. Today we're going to look at the Banshees playing cards from Murphy's Magic. Now, if you don't know, the Banshees are actually not a regular deck of playing cards. There's no suits, there's no courts, there's no jokers, there's no gaffs. Banshees were actually thought of, developed, designed by Jason Brumbelow, who is an acclaimed playing card creator. He's also the director of new product development down at Murphy's Magic. And so he came up with this idea by watching expert card throwers throw cards and then hearing kind of like a little buzz when the cards flew by. And he thought, wouldn't it be neat if I could make a deck of cards that actually make that noise, make that little card cry as the cards whipped by. Plus, people who throw cards a lot, what they end up doing is they destroy decks all the time because they're throwing their cards at high velocity speeds, they're throwing their cards into objects. And so what Jason wanted to do is he wanted to create a deck of cards that was made of really high-grade plastic so that it would maximize the cutting and the depth power of the cards when they're thrown, but also keep the cards extra durable so you didn't waste your money. Just take a look at this tuck case. It says the original Banshees cards for throwing precision crafted on the front. The back is a kind of artistic version of the back design of the playing cards. It says Banshees on the top, and then there's some ad copy from Murphy's Magic on the bottom. And the sides say throwing cards velocity guaranteed and created by Murphy's Magic flight tested. The inside tuck flap says take flight, and then on the little flaps there's a crown and a cross. So that's pretty much it for the tuck case. Let's take a look at these cards. So like I said, there's no courts on this, there's no suits, there's no jokers, there's no gaffs. This is pretty much what you're getting. You're getting a deck of cards with this back design and this face. The back design just says Banshees and cards for throwing in the middle there. It's just two-tone with the red and the little light green color there. The face of the cards has this targeting system that has inward concentric circles going in, and then also numerics in the diagonal lines that give you an indicator about how far the card is thrown. So just a couple of things to point out. The first thing is in each corner you have these arrow holes. These cards were uniquely shaped. They have a die-cut set of holes, and it's designed so that you can hear that banshee scream when the cards are being thrown through the air. The measuring concentric circles in the back, this is a way that you can keep track of your stabbing power, and it's a special measuring system that's on all the faces of the cards. So technically, every single card is identical, every single card is alike. So all you really have to do is count your cards when you start and make sure that you end up with the same amount of cards when you finish, because once you start throwing an entire deck of cards, you're going to end up with 50 or so odd cards scattered around the room. Hey guys, this is just me still in the camera one more time, just to give you a close-up look at what the back design of these cards look like and the face. And so whenever you'd like, you can pause and just take a closer look. One of the first things I noticed about this deck is when I was holding it in my hand, I was like, man, this is insanely heavy. Like inside this deck, I was like, wow, this is a heavy deck. And then when you have really thick cards inside of a tuck case, then granted this is a little bit of a sturdier tuck case than your normal tuck case. I had to really gouge my fingernail into the flap to get them out. I mean, this box is packed tight, so that's just something to consider. Then when I'm holding the cards and I was springing them, I was thinking, man, these cards feel really familiar. And so I scanned the whole tuck case and I tried to find out, the manufacturer, but I couldn't find it. And so I wrote to Jason Brumbelow and I asked him directly. I said, well, who made these cards? Because to me, they feel a lot like Carte Mundi's Ace playing cards. Carte Mundi makes Ace playing cards, and they are plastic cards, and they kind of feel just like that. They act like that. They spring like that. And so that was my question to him. And Jason acknowledged that. These cards are made by Carte Mundi. They're very similar to their Ace playing cards, and they just have a couple of refinements that he wanted. And so that is what you get when you get your Banshees from Murphy's Magic. Now, right now, they are taking pre-orders. Perhaps by the time you're watching this, they could be already in full swing. But right now you can go to Murphy's Magic and order them for $12. And I think that if you're into card throwing, this might be something you might want to pick up. Now, just a word, let me just clarify something, and maybe this is something you already know. So let's say you're watching a commercial for basketball shoes, okay, or for Gatorade, and they're advertising it as something that will just make you a really great basketball player. Now, you and I both know that buying expensive shoes doesn't make you good at basketball. Likewise, you buy these cards and they're not going to make you better at card throwing. These cards are a tool and they will give you an edge. But if you're already mediocre at card throwing or poor, then they won't make you amazing, okay? This is a tool to use to help you get better, certainly. And if you're already really good, this is an excellent tool to give you that special edge to make you exceptional. But don't think that you're going to buy these right out of the box and you're going to become an expert at card throwing. That's not what these are. These are tools to use to help you with your card throwing already. Personally, I'm in the mediocre range, okay? I can throw cards, I can throw them pretty far. I can't really aim, I can't really penetrate any targets, but other than that, I'm mediocre, and I was able to throw them pretty far, but I didn't see that, you know, like I wasn't an exceptional card thrower overnight, and so I don't want anyone to be fooled into thinking that this is going to make you the Michael Jordan of card throwing, okay? If you want to get better at card throwing, then I would recommend going back to Murphy's Magic and picking up one of their DVDs on card throwing. That would certainly be a good companion item to add on to this deck, okay? So I just wanted to make sure that was said. So that's it for this deck review. As always, I recommend that you like this video just so other people can find it a little faster. You can also subscribe to this channel just to stay up to date on the latest in cards, card magic, and card throwing. You can also follow us on Twitter, which is twitter.com/magicorthodoxy. You can also like our page on Facebook, which is facebook.com/magicorthodoxy. Thanks. Bye.